Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're just about to get started. Right, let's get to business, guys. We've got watch list, BBIG, FCUV, SPRT, AMC, PDD, space, any DVAX, and from the gappers, PSTV, CHPT, GSM. Those are the list, guys. Let's have a look at the gappers. PSTT, there is some agreement news on it, but not much of a catalyst, so probably a drifter today. And a CHPT, earnings play. I believe it is earnings play, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is, and it's already drifting down, so I'm already like, maybe I want to short it. So we'll see anyways. There might be some opportunity there. GSM, I believe, is a gold related stock. Gold has been running lately, so this is gonna do pretty much, yeah, show some strength. Okay, let's have a look at GSM. Interesting. And it's also washing. We'll see anyways. Those are the three gappers. Not very excited about the gappers for a long side, but for short size, definitely all three can be shorted. Hey Jay, morning mate, how's it going? You alright? And then we have B Big. We've been watching this. It's been running for like last week. FCUV, believe it's a Nasdaq listing, so it's a really positive news for the company. We will look at this. There might be a lot of interest in it, so shorting this could be a bit difficult, but we'll see. And SPRT, I believe SPRT shorting will be also difficult because it's already gone down huge, but that doesn't mean it's gonna go. It's not gonna go anymore. But we just have to be extra careful. If it does bounce off to 26.14s and 27s, we can look for something in this. But we don't wanna. Last thing we wanna do is we wanna chase this as it's washing. So we'll keep an eye on that. AMC somehow is it one of the gappers today? Not much really, not much of a gap, so I wouldn't call that a gapper. But as you can see, let's get rid of those. Me and my drawings. Now yesterday it closed red, but today it's trading at the high of the range. So after pre-market, so I would say on this one I am not biased, but if I were to choose, I'll definitely say short biased, if I were to. But if it does start to break out and give us some sort of a momentum and a follow through, I wouldn't mind longing it as well. So let's keep our options open on AMC. PDD has been running because of earnings, I believe, and I expect slight bit of correction on this, so chances are later down the line it might provide us with some nice shorting opportunities. Any as well looks quite heavy, guys, so yep, I am short biased on this. And space, I'm watching for a longer term. Yesterday we did swing trade this, but I got out under the 27s, right about here somewhere. So we'll see if today there's that bounce that I'm expecting comes. Now especially today, if it does break yesterday's highs, which is 26.65s, then we might look into something there. And DVAX extended from 12s to 20s quite a bit in the last 10 days or so. But the problem with DVAX is every day I want to trade this, but I see initially it's fine, it's really nice, volume is there, but then it dies down, so that kind of gets me a bit cautious. SPRT, we talked about SPRT, didn't we? Yeah, we did talk about it. Is this is a complete rejection from 60s, and look, it's been going down for the last 3-4 days, right? Now I do expect a little bit of a bounce. As I mentioned, if it does bounce to 26, let's say to VWAP areas and 27s, then we might look into shorting it. But last thing we want to do is actually, if it does wash down, we don't want to chase it. That's the plan with it. So wait for this to bounce up at least towards that VWAP. Yeah, I said 26, so right about now I am looking at 26.50 and 27 being the level that I want to watch for a bounce, right? Also, I don't trade right at the open, so it's right now it's trading at the 26. There's not much I can do. I need it to go away from 26 or whatever is trading from at the market open. So I'm going to be trading after 5 minutes of the open, guys. That's how I do things. So that's pretty much it for the watch list, guys. Just be today on the gappers as well. I don't see much for the long side, guys. So if you are gonna short any of these are quite not they are these two, CHPT and GSM, they are not low float stocks. So be careful shorting them, especially GSM. If it is gold related, then it will rely on the gold run. If it's still running, then we could not be shorting that. But I have CHPT that could provide us for later on for short, and PSTV as well, right? Now PSTV, as long as it's not breaking that 240 level, I'm still short biased on it. If it starts to drift down under 224, definitely a drifter for the day. So we'll keep an eye on that. There's not much volume coming in at the moment. It's dying down, so I'm feeling like, yeah, it might drift off, guys. So that's it, and hope everybody's doing well. How's everyone? If you guys have anything else that I haven't covered. Okay, let's change these. Okay, so PSTV is just at that level, 220s. Just 220 area might hold off for a while, but if it does start to drift down, I will not even look at it, because it's just anything under 2 or close to 2, I don't trade at all. Yep, exactly. Good luck, everyone. I'm gonna be coming back close to the open, guys. Just gonna take a quick break, 2 minutes break. I'll be back in a while, guys. See you in a minute. Alright guys, what's happening? Right, morning Jessica, how's it going? Right, just remember guys, we are taking A plus setups, don't rush anything, try and not trade the open if you can, unless you have one of those setups or strategies that is to do with open. There we go guys, ding ding ding, let's go. CHPT is already drifting down. Now be careful with CHPT, don't chase it. I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce on this after the wash, so we will wait for that bounce to come in. Okay, what else do we see? Yep, 100% agree, Jay. That's what I'm looking at. AMC is washing, by the way. AMC is washing. Initial reaction on AMC weak. So have a look at the daily, guys. It's quite interesting daily. Well, let's talk about it later, because it's something that CPHT. Come on, CPHT, bounce a bit. I think CPHT is already done its move, guys. Honestly, I don't think for a while there might be a trade on this. It might be a gap fill, but initial move happened already, so we have to be extra careful. If it does provide me a good setup, I will take it for sure, but I'll be extra careful on my stops and risk. The rest, what else do I see? GSM is moving back up. So yeah, GSM is moving back up. And then AMC is showing sign of weakness over here. There you go, AMC. Alright, keep an eye on AMC as well, guys. AMC, I would like a small little bounce. Don't go too far. Maybe 4370s around here. Yesterday's close. So it's broken yesterday's close. That is the level for me, 4370s. If that holds, there could be an entry there for a short, guys. So we're watching AMC around 4370s. We want to wait for that rejection of that level. Here we go. Okay, AMC's daily looks interesting, guys. This could be a good move if we can catch a nice short on AMC. This will provide us nice with nice R's if we can catch it. Um, right over here, this was too quick, guys. Okay, here we go. BAMC. Yep, a SPRT going back again. Just 27th. Okay, SPRT. I did mention there will be a bounce, expected bounce on it, but I think it's only hopefully going to be a bounce, not a squeeze. So, but I will wait for the backside on SPRT, but it could be quick. So I'm not going to touch it at the moment. I've got AMC that I'm watching, as well as CHPT. AMC. I'm going to try to get 4360s, close to that, guys, to short it. 4360s around that area. With a 20-cent stop, guys. So if I'm getting 4360s, it'll be 4380s, 82s will be stop. Come on, AMC. Under 4350 was a trade as well. This might be chasing it, but if you like, you can trade here with a stop 4360s, which means 30 cents risk. But I would really like it to come back up. Seems like it doesn't want to do that. Okay, it's not gonna come back. All right, I think we missed the chance. Exciting times. Yeah, SPRT looks like it's a squeeze, guys. I really thought it was going to be just a bounce, but it seems like it wants to squeeze a little bit. Right about now, even for longs or shorts, both are too late. Too late or too early, depending on what you're taking. Shorts, wait for it for the backside, because this can, as you know, this has run in the past. Well, not the past, just a few days ago. But what I will suggest is, if you're a short seller, just wait for the backside, let it work itself out. And if you're long biased, then wait for a nice little pullback around 27s. And if it starts to hold there for a while, not just 1 bar or two, for like 5 to 10 minutes, then maybe you look into that trade long. By the way, AMC is just messed me up. I tried to get in under 443.50s as well. I just was a bit stingy on the entry, and a nice little trade there. Of we missed. I didn't have SKLZ, but I have it on the chart on my like second watch or something, right over here. I was actually yeah, that was nice. But hey, Um, well, CPHT, CHPT, uh, kinda give us something here, but I just AMC. Right. I was waiting for a bigger bounce on a CHPT as well. Never came. Wow. Traced. Now today, surprisingly, everything had some follow-throughs. The ones that we were watching for a short, pretty much all of them had some follow-through, apart from SPRT that completely rejected, reversed anyways. Have a look at and this one was a drifter anyways. CHPT definitely was waiting for a bigger bounce. AMC, I was watching it so closely here. Yep. And what else? FCUV guys, FCUV is very interesting under 22, but your stop is 50 cents, so it's quite volatile stock. We've got like 20 cents spread. FCUV. Yeah, 22. Yeah, there's a short here. Just a bit extra stop there actually. Now you can go ahead with small sizes. I don't like to call these out. I will trade them on the side because the problem with them is huge risk. So there it goes. There it goes. Right, that's $1. $1 move that little wash. That's already your 2 to 1 from 50 cents to $1. But it could be a bit choppy. Right guys, be big, under 9, under EMA, weak stock, okay, looking good, be big, trying to short it under 9 guys. I got 994s, 994s. My stop will be around 910s over VWAP guys. 994s, first trade. Hopefully it's not something we are caught up in a reversal. Now over 910s will be my stop. I will wait for this to break, so it's kind of like a limit mental stop. I'll wait for it to break and then see if it starts to trade up over VWAP. But if that 9 holds and it starts to reject from there, I might add to it as well. Alright, okay, it's reversing. 909s, right, 904s. Okay, let's see how it closes now. 909s, 910s. Okay, alright, that's going a bit far. Right, it's bringing in the volume for sure. 911s. Yeah, it's strong guys. I'm gonna get out. I'm just waiting for a right price to get out on this. 920s is taking, if that 20 gets taken, I'll come out at 921 guys. 921 around this at the break of the high. 921. So my stop around 921 guys. If it does hit that, I am out. There it goes. I'm out guys. So this one was basically a slightly more than expected stop out. So usually my stop out will be over the VWAP, so this bar will close above and start to hang around there. But every once in a while you will get a little bit more move. But 895 to 920 somethings. Not too bad actually. Alright, GSM is breaking out. This is clearly a reversal. The only thing you can watch on this is 950's rejection. But I doubt that if it does go up to 950s and it starts to hang around there, be careful shorting it. Okay, AMC, interesting guys. 4320s, 4340s. Just as soon as I look at it, it just washes. Okay, 420s. Right. Watching AMC, this could be a reversal, guys. Right over here, that could be a reversal. This is yesterday's, I believe, low, and 43 held. But if that's holding, I'm gonna take short with risking 43.50s, so around 20 cents. Just waiting on that rejection, watching the tape. Anytime, looking for short around this area here. 43.30s, 32s are getting hit, 34s are getting hit as well. Right, 43.30s. Okay, 29s, guys. I'm shorting 29s. 43.29s. I really want a quick reaction off of this, otherwise that might turn out to be a little bit of a reversal. So our stop over 43.50. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my other chart. Sometimes I will talk about other stock, just not going to be in my main watch here. It's going to be here on my grid. So that's why if I see something, I might mention something running or something interesting. Just bear with me for that. Okay, AMC, we need you to break that 43 and continue on breaking down. If you leave 43 alone behind, then we are good with this trade. Be big. There is a long setup here right about now, guys. Be big. 920, unless we are in that chop, but 920 to under 920 cents. AMC is off, it goes. Be big. I'm gonna try a long setup here. 923s, 22s. Okay, I'll take 22s. Long setup, long 922s. Sorry, it's a bit late maybe, but I did take some. Stop is under 9, guys, just about 20 cents. Yep, just about 20 cents. And on this one, I will be extremely careful, because as it starts to break that 940, it will reject back very quickly if it's not a real move, a real breakout. So I'm gonna wait for that rejection, quick rejection, and then I'll take it out very quickly as well. These stocks can be very quick to take you out, but also it can be quick to give you something. and our AMC is doing just fine. Okay, AMC, that's much better. AMC, let's go. Now we want you to break 4280s, and then once you do that, well, we are really good to go. Then we've got 4180s. So 42 is our next target on AMC. Oh, be big, be big, be big. Don't do that. Okay, that's the rejection, guys. I don't like that. I might even come out early, but I'll leave my stop under 9, guys. I will leave my hard stop. There you go. I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. Wow, what a chop. What a chop. Right, so two two consecutive trades on Be Big got me. So if I hit the next one red, it'll be one of the quickest knockout of the game for me. Probably one of the quickest. I will see. If AMC behaves, then we might still be able to dig ourselves out of this hole. On that 43 is doing really nice right about now, actually. 42.92s. Come on, AMC. Okay, AMC is doing well. Come on, AMC. Be Big might be I really want to short this under 9, but it is extremely choppy. It hasn't made up its mind yet, so we are in that chop zone. And if I do take this trade, that will actually be against my rules, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But AMC is doing well, guys. From 43.30s to 46.60s, and there we go. Alright, I'm gonna try to take some out, guys. 42.59.60s. Alright, give me something. 42.60s, come on. 60s, I'll take 60s. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'll take 60s. I've taken some partial out of 42.60s. There we go. A lovely move. A lovely move. There we go. Now we can keep this, our stop, bring it down just over 43.15s, guys. That's what I'm gonna do. And looking good. Okay, we're fighting. We're fighting. Okay, Be Big looks interesting but choppy. Pop, pop. Guys, don't let me trade Be Big, okay? Alright. I know my I really want to trade it, but please don't let me trade Be Big. You gotta help me out here. CHPT on the 23, watch out. We've got nice level there for a possible short, guys. for a possible short here. CHPT, I'm trying to get in under 23, guys. I need it to break under 23. I can't be taking it before it. So I'll wait for it to break maybe a few cents under it and then look for short. I know BBig is gonna laugh at me later on. You will see. You'll see. This short is gonna just scream at me and say, why the hell? So I'm gonna change this chart from my... I'm gonna take it off completely from my watch list. Hold on. Let's put SP. Okay, CHPT, guys. CHPT under 23. 20. What am I getting? 98. 22.98. Short. This is very tight stop as well for a possible good move. 2298. Break over VWAP. I will wait for successful break over VWAP, guys, because I'm not gonna get chopped out on this. So ideally we want the stop to be just over VWAP. Alright, we'll see if that 23 and that it's quite a bit of level there. If that holds, we shall see. Right, so I would suggest if you're not emotionally involved with BBig, you could have well, maybe it's a bit late now. I was gonna say this is just yeah. Even before 9 was screaming short me, but that's fine. I am staying away from that for a while. Come on, AMT, give us some more, bro. Guys, 42 next. If it does wash to 46, if we ever get there, might be good. Alright, CHPT is not looking good. It's back up over 23s. I don't like that. I'll be a bit tight on it. CHPT. SPRT, by the way, there's a short here. SPRT. 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 Very not so happy with the look of the chart. Not very clean. But if it stays under 27, and also this one has some spread. Okay. CHPT, we gotta keep an eye on that. Alright, let's see. 23 11s, 12s. Okay, that rejection is good if it does close like that. Okay. GSM is a relation to gold. If that's the case, then I will not trade it. I don't like trading something that follows something else. That's completely, or not completely, but a little bit reliant on something else. There is a way to trade them, and it's really hold on. CHPT is gonna take us out 23 18s, 19s, 18s. 14s. I'm still in it, by the way, guys. I'm still in it. I haven't gotten out. I'm waiting for the close above VWAP and then the next bar on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2311s. There goes SPRT, by the way. Yeah, this one is slowly creeping back up. I want to see how this candle closes. The candle right now we see. I want to see how this candle closes. Mm-hmm. 23s. Oops. Right, guys, I'm gonna try to get out with a better price on this. So I should have been out on the break of that, but I'm trying to get a better price. 25s maybe, 30s, 27s, 22s. Okay, there's a bit of a rejection. Right, guys, I know where my hard stop is gonna be on the break of that high. On the break of that high, my hard stop is there now. Let me just put that on. Right, done. Okay. So 30s, what is it? 32s, 33s, 32s. Alright, so my stop, CHPT, hard stop over 2332s. And AMC is almost completely reversing back. And we have 4312s. Guys, 4312s. I will wait for this to close above the VWAP. So you can keep it. There's not much of a difference between that and this. So you can keep it on break even, but I will wait for this to close above. Right? This needs to close above. If that 43 level again starts to hold, then yeah, I will look into maybe adding FCUV. There's so many opportunities, but the thing is, I can't really. For example, FCUV earlier I told you as well. This, you know, I think over here somewhere, short, and then even now short. But the thing is, it's quite volatile. Like you're talking 2030s to 21s, 70-cent stop. I did trade it on the side FCUV, but I didn't call it out. I traded. What else did I trade? I traded something else on the side. I believe SPRT. I'll have to check. FU space. You were supposed to do this move yesterday. Where's Tom? Oh my goodness. Crazy. Unbelievable. PSTV, as I mentioned earlier, is a drifter, guys. Probably gonna fill in that gap. There's not much behind it, and just a drifter. By the way, GSM is completely given up, so it'll be interesting to watch, but be careful on that. And our our CHPT still hanging on there. Still hanging on there. Right over here. Alright, AMSC. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's why I was laughing, because it just didn't do anything yesterday. Today it seems like it wants to do today, but it's a low range stock. It hasn't gotten momentum yet. But we entered quite early, and if we had caught that, that probably would have been at the beginning of a new move on AMC. That was the idea, but unfortunately, but I do have swing trades on it from 25s actually. So that's a complete different story. So on this one, guys, we are gonna wait up on this, because this might be one of those congestion areas around the VWAP area. VWAP being the magnet. As it breaks down, it's gonna come back up, test it. As it breaks up, comes back. So yeah, we'll wait on that to play out. As long as we are still in the game, 23.32s is my hard stop. And my AMC is about to get taken out, by the way, guys. Yeah, on the break even, on the actually break even would be 23.43.30s. Right on the break of this this candle here, guys. On the break of that candle, I will get out for the remaining bit. There's a bit of a rejection there, guys, so that's looking good. Let's add to it 43.03, 02s, 03s. Okay, I'm trying to add to AMC. I just want a little bit more confirmation than this, possibly under 43s. Right, under 43 I'm gonna add to AMC, guys. Under 43, adding to AMC. The stop will still be high of the bar there, 43.02. Okay, let's take 43.01s. Okay, 43. Okay, so I got a bit of a fill. 95s. Whew. 95s, bad fill. My stop still at the high of that candle, and you can actually keep this as a hard stop. That will be the hard stop, because the idea is it's already a pulled back up and it's rejected from that level, so that level plays a big role. Now for me, if it does come back up to it and breaks it, then that's complete nonsense. Then I will get out. We want this to break now, 42.90s. If that breaks, then we shouldn't come back to 43s. Here we go. That is looking good if this closes like that. So I'm watching AMC closely. 42.90s needs to break. Here we go. Come on. Come on, bids. Get out of the way. Move, bids. Do that. That's an old song, guys. Move, bids. Get out. We have to entertain ourselves, guys. Alright, AMC, let's go. And CPHT is looking good, so this will be a good talking point later on. Whether it works out or doesn't, this is actually a really good example of my risk management. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Now, whether or not it pays off is irrelevant at the moment when I'm going to talk about it. So That's a good thing that it happened live. Ooh, FCUV is trying to wake up, guys. FCUV, quite clear sign of. Now this one, guys, has that look of a squeeze, and it's already halting, 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 and I think it's halted. There we go. Boom. So this will provide some plays later on. The GSM completely failed off. Yeah, it's very bad, I know. It's horrible. Anyways, I'm gonna put these two trades, CHPT and AMC, over here, guys, so we can keep an eye on both of them. Right about here. Go AMC. Yeah, B big. I was emotional with it. That's why I didn't take it. But B big, that's what I was looking from the first trade. It just chopped us out and actually got us into a long as well. So I would definitely say it got me. It's fine. Don't worry. It happens. $10.60s. Okay. All right. AMC and CHPT. Go space. $10.60s or $10.80s, 20 cents. Interesting, guys. GSM looks interesting. Under 10.50 right about now, actually, with a maybe 15-cent stop. GSM. Maybe it's a bit too early, but sorry, maybe it's a bit late. I managed to get in 10.45s. Slight bit of a chase, but my stop is just over a VWAP again. I'm just going to rely on this level. There's quite a bit going on, EMAs, VWAP, and some other level. So I'm going to base my stop just over that. Looking good, looking good. So let's put that stop. Just over here. Okay, now we need that lows to get taken out. 1020s, 1025s, and then we have 10s. Just before 10s might be a good idea to take some out, but I am gonna wait on it. See what happens. Now if you're really tight, by the way, AMC is looking good. AMC looks interesting under 42.80s. Sorry, 77s. All right, GSM. If you want to be tight on the stop here, 1045s to 1064s, you can. Just 10 cents. But I just like to leave slight room, especially at this time frame. Oh, nice SPRT. GSM, GSM, GSM. Yeah, it was halted like 3 minutes ago. It should be opening soon. FCUV should be opening soon. And any is moving, by the way, guys. Any is waking up. Any is about to go. Just over 7 break. And it's bringing, look at this volume coming in, guys. That's how you know the breakout is happening and is successful. Look at this volume and look at this volume, right? I mean, that's just, I think that's just too obvious, right? But the FCUV just opened up as well. Let's see if it continues. If it does, there is, this looks quite quite dangerous for short sellers. This daily over 25 looks very dangerous. GSM is coming back. Maybe your wish is being granted here, Andrew. Now I will be a bit worried about it because it shouldn't have bounced that high. So if you are not in it, be careful trading it, because the idea with this short was continuation. This bar did not have continuation, so I might even have, I'm gonna exit this early, guys. I don't like the look of it. I will wait for the next bar, but I'm gonna tighten my stop for sure on this, because it's doing exactly opposite of what I expected it to. So there's no point in holding on to it. Right, okay, I'm gonna exit this, guys. 1056, 57s, 57s, okay. Over here, guys, 1057s. Now you could wait for the VWAP, but I don't think that is, I'm not gonna wait on that, because what's happening is it did wash up. This is what I was expecting. It did wash, yes, but where's the continuation? Didn't happen. So it's kind of like a reversal pattern or going into a chop. So this one barely any loss. 45s to 50. What is it? Just over 10 cents, guys, on this name. It's fine. Ooh, AMC is not looking good. AMC is not looking good. 43.17. Right, that's not good. 43.16s. Let's have a look. Sorry, GSM. I exited GSM. Where is it? Let me put the GSM. But I might exit AMC as well quickly, guys, depending on this bar now, because again, it's either going into the chop, and my thesis is no longer there, so there's no point in holding on to it. The only thing I'm holding on to on this one, the only reason, is because I already have a winner on this. So it's just something that I can afford to hold on for few cents. Over here, 43.25, hard stop comes down just over that wick, guys. Just be careful on AMC as well. If it does take that 43, let's say 27s, it's gonna take out my stop, so I'll be out. FCUV looks strong to me. FCUV is, it looks like one of those that will likely run after 25 break. The volume is not consistent. That's the problem. That's the only issue with it. If this was consistent, I would definitely actually look to long it over 25s, because the daily is screaming short squeeze. Today is gonna be a big challenge for me. Doesn't matter what the results were, but it's because of this bad boy. Amazing. But I would probably got of wicked out of it. Okay, AMC, I'm about to come out. Yes, 43.28. I'm out. AMC did not have that follow through. Now this might be a reversal. So we shall see. This actually is a reversal. Let me show you why I say that. Okay, where is it? Over here. That's a complete right over here. That little pause is definitely a reversal. So this stop being here is completely valid. Here we go. So we are looking at this, 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 that, this, and that, and also the pause here, especially the pause here over VWAP. It's actually a long setup, 100%. Yep, there we go. Don't ignore these setups, guys. They are created by the reason why they work is because it's just human nature. It's a reflection of a emotions behind a stock. So most of the time, especially when I see a head and shoulder, do not ignore it. You gotta be able to see it a little bit in advance. Now it's too late, obviously. But I was looking at it here and I was saying, oh, okay, that's the reversal. I gotta get out early. Yeah, AMC, definitely just don't stay with it. My stop was really nice. I'm happy with that. 43.28. I'm okay with that. FCUV, I just washed down a bit. Go space, go space. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, today has been really choppy to begin with. Today has been extremely choppy. If you traded B big, then you got chopped out. If you, yeah, we weren't picking the right stocks really. What did you trade, Jessica? GSM and B big, GSM and B big. Yes, okay, both of them were, yeah. Yeah, you will come across these days, guys. It's all about preserving the capital. Like, you know, when these things happen, you don't want to get frustrated and start actually doubling down. That's actually the opposite should be done. You know, when you start to feel like you want to double down, actually either stop trading or, um, you know, cut them 50%. Cut your position sizing. As soon as you start thinking I need to double down, make a habit of cutting down position sizing, maybe even to 30%. That usually works out. By the way, guys, this one I traded it here short, still short in it. But obviously it was pre-market trade, so forget about that. I'm waiting for it to fill the gap. GSM, yeah, I can understand. Look, as long as you respected your rules, that still is a good day for you. Think of it that way. Right. Guys, I'm not trading this thing because I know that I'm going to be emotionally involved with it. but there is a chance for a short 860s and 875s. 15 cents stop, guys, right about now. In fact, right about now, and then stop is about 15 cents. But I need to have control over what I trade and what I don't, guys, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But if I wasn't uh, emotionally involved with these two trades, then I probably would have taken it. Yeah. Which calls 30 big five calls day? What do you mean by uh, which stock are we talking about? Are we talking about space? Believe it or not, I know it's not an options stream, but I do have some calls on space. Space calls around 25s, 25.50s. Yeah. And I've got another 50 days to 45 days expiration, so I am okay with that. Right, so that's complete reversal, isn't it? We are only in CHBT, and we're just gonna let it play out because we are getting into that area where it's gonna chop around a little bit. But don't have too much expectations on this, because right about now, in fact, right about now, it's actually bringing in some volume over 23s. So I'm still waiting on that VWAP to break and start trading over it. My hard stop is over 23.30s, but I can exit it if it does show me signs over to VWAP. So right about now, as you can see, let me just zoom in. It's brought in some volume, but it's not consistent. Now, if we get these volumes getting higher and higher and breaking that VWAP, then yeah, definitely we need to exit early. So I shall wait for it. FCUV is a short right about here under 22 with a 22.25 stop. FCUV, FCUV, CUV. Just a bit of a spready stock, but you just gotta go very, very small on it. Just wait for it. 21.97, 11 cents. 21.98. Okay, so bids are catching up. As you can see, bids are catching up. 90s, 93s, or also offers are pushing down as well. So that's not such a bad thing. Let's see what it does around 22s, if it does get there. See, bids are catching up and pushing the price higher. So 93s, and that's 22s now. 22s have some numbers. Okay, 22s are getting taken out. Yeah, it's gotten taken out. There you go. It's gotten taken out. So it was worth definitely the wait. This is what pays off, guys. Watching the level 2 for the last confirmation. When you're about to enter, the last resource is your level 2 and tape reading. I almost took that short here. I was looking for short under 20 around this area here, right about there. But when I saw this, it just on the chart it doesn't show much, but on the level 2, it was just kind of like almost obvious to me that it wants to bounce off of 22 at that point, but now it's coming down. Now we can look at it, guys. Now we still have chance to look at it under 22 because it should have continued. 21.99s, 86s. Just trying to hit that. 21.96. Okay, 22s, guys. I'm taking 22s. That's fine. I was looking for 21. I'm short 22s, but I'm gonna be tight on it, guys. At the break of 22.40s, I'll be out. Break of 22.40s, I'll be out. I started small, by the way. I know this is a big range stock. Quite small, 30% maybe. Alright, let's wait up on this bad boy. This could whip us out, but that's fine. My risk is small on this. I don't mind entering quite a few times before I catch this this move. Probably $1 move when it does mosh. Right, guys, I might get out of 20, 23, 22.45s, 47s, 35s. Okay, trying to sort of get better price here. 35s, 32s, 37s. Okay, this one, guys, I'm out 37s. I might be early, out early, but I don't like it. It shouldn't have bounced, but I feel like that might actually whip me out and come back down. That's fine. I need to keep my tight risk. Around 37s, I'm out. Alright, so that I think does it for me. Today was a very strange day. 30, I think I got 36 something, 37s. Let's say 37s. Okay, right. No, I'm not focused on options. I do focus on options on the side for swing trades and in longer term investments. AMC looks good for a long. 44.05. AMC looks good for a long. He needs to stay over 44s, around 30 cents. 30 cents. $44.08. AMC. AMC looking for a long, guys, over here. 44 of 08s, 07s. I got 08s, 08s. Right, I got 08s, guys, 44 08s. Might be a bit early, but that's fine. Boom, boom, boom. Stop is under this 43.73s, guys. It's looking good. Right about there. Voila. Guys, CHPT, I don't like it. I'm gonna come out of it around break even. CHPT coming out break even, but you can keep your stop just over VWAP. That might reject off of VWAP and then continue on. But I just don't like the way it's ending up right about now. So I'm out. Say 23s. Yeah, 23s. Right about here, guys. I'm out. Right about now, actually. Just a few cents. You see these volume coming up on the bounces. If that continues, then chance of this breaking will be high. And plus we've got earnings on it, so that gap was earnings move, so we can't be too stubborn on it. Right, since I don't have any apart from AMC, IMC, I am looking for to be a bit more patient on it, guys, because it's done its move, it's chosen its direction. Now I expect a bit of a bigger move on this. So at least 44.80s, 90s will probably be the first area. Right about there, I will take some out, 44.90s, and looks good to me. And I will wait for that 45 hopefully to break, but it might take a while. Once I take my partial, I will bring my stop up slightly under 44s. In fact, if you're long on it, you can actually bring it just under 44s. Very, very tight stop now, 44.07s to 43.90s. Around 17 cents for a possible dollars of moves, probably a few dollars move. So this is looking good. We got stopped out. I mean, we got chopped around today quite a bit. I'll show you an example on FCUV. That's a chop out. Although my hard stop would have, my mental stop would have let me stay in it, but I just didn't like that price action at that point. And what else did we get stopped out badly? Well, not really badly, but you know, kind of like, I would say GSM maybe. GSM was early entry. It did wash up. Again, I'm standing by this exit. I'm happy with that exit. Doesn't matter. I'm perfectly fine with that. And we have I think B big, but we had to control risk on it. FCUV, there it goes. That might be the one that actually is going to provide something. There it goes. There it goes. 21 is hit. And here we go. That 21 is hit. First partial would have been out, but the problem with this is I had to keep my tight risk. The only thing is, when it did come back down under 22, I would have entered short if I had a different day. Today I couldn't have. But now, right about now, daily looks good for a short. For anybody who shorted here. But too late for me now. Wait. What's my AMC doing? Go AMC. Go on. Hit that 45s. As it's pausing right about now, I have got about 70 cents, so I'm gonna take some partial on it, guys. Don't wash off, man. Just when I decide to take something. 44.70s. That's 60 cents though. 60s, 65s. Come on. I just couldn't take anything out. I was a bit on the higher up. I thought this will bounce up to 44.80s, 75s. Then I'll take some out, but it didn't. So I'm gonna leave it for the moment. But let's discuss the CHPT trade. This is actually a really good example of how I risk manage normally. So basically, initially, remember it was the initial stop. I mentioned 23.20s. Okay, 23.20s. Now this was not hard stop. Hard stop, basically, I had only mental stop on it. What I was planning is, if this continued and broke above a VWAP, and the successful break that happened was this bar here, right? Let me zoom in on that. So this bar here was actually the successful break, right? Now once it broke, that's when I put my hard stop on the top, at the top, few cents above that. So it's not just the top, few cents above. So I think my hard stop was around 23.33, if I'm not mistaken, or 32. Whatever it was at the high of that successful break. Okay. Now this one, that was the high at the break, and then it drifted down slowly under VWAP. So what this did to me was it actually allowed me to stay in the trade. Now usually if there's a momentum in the stock after this drift down, this continues. Okay, this will continue, but because this stock did not want to continue, that's why I took it off early over here. And now I don't care what it does, it just didn't do what I expected it to. So that's exactly why I had kept my mental stop here and followed the plan. Okay, sorry, I just had some distractions, but yeah, this is exactly what I meant to explain in the risk management discussion sometimes, and hopefully after explaining it so many times, it will eventually it'll eventually get there. But it's kind of hard psychologically. Is okay. This is now okay. Watch CHPT. It's about to either break this or it's about to continue down. So if that volume comes in again. So this is a perfect example of my mental stop working for me. But also, on the other hand, let's have a look at B big. B big right over here. Our trade was short 894s, 95s, and then our stop was over VWAP break. Now in this case, we gave back a little bit more than we expected, like maybe about over 10 cents we gave back. If we had kept our hard stop just over, let's say 910s, something like that, we wouldn't have gotten stopped out around 920s, right? But that just makes sure that I don't get whipped out. Now this is very, well, I wouldn't say unusual, it could happen, but in most cases, look at this example. This is a perfect example, guys. Let's say I was mentioning a short here, guys. Remember, I didn't want to get involved too much because I had two losers with it, but let's say we shorted it here, right? Over here I was talking short and stop being over the break of VWAP. When I say over the break of VWAP, it has to successfully break that VWAP, right? Once it does, then you have your stop, hard stop on top of your broken that bar that broke it. In this case, it never broke. In fact, it got rejected badly. Then that's actually a confirmation for your thesis. Yes, it's actually working. So that once it starts to drift down, then that would have been your hard stop clearly. I hope that is making sense. And it's extremely important to understand that, because some people will just hold on to a reversal. That could be an example here. Perfect example. There we go. Perfect example. Now, over here, what we did was we shorted it here over here about 43.30s with a stop over 43.50s. Now again, this is a break above 43.50s. It could be 43.55s or it could be earlier than that. But that successful break needs to come in. It never came in, worked out for us straight away, took the partial about, I would say, 60s to 30s. What is that? 60 cents, which is good enough. And then we trailed stop this stop. I managed to get in a little bit here on the rejection of this area here. And then I had my stop over on top of that. Right? Actually, I had my stop on the break even, but this one didn't take me out. This one, don't know why it didn't take me out. Maybe I've got it wrong here. But anyways, so if you had a mental stop, for example, well, this is what you're gonna do. Let's say it's broken above, right over here. Yes, it has broken above, but it's kind of hard because you see these small little broken. It's not enough. It's got to be a proper break, like here. Let me see. Which one were we discussing earlier? Perfect. Over here you see it broke above the VWAP barely, but it had that wick. Okay, but it had that wick. So from VWAP to that wick is quite a bit of move there. And then another bar stayed above a VWAP. So I call these two a successful break, and then put your stop. But in AMC's case, it did barely break. I wouldn't call this a successful break, but after that, straight away breaks it and comes back inside. This was quick as well. So that's a sign that well, that's not actually a successful break. In that case, if you had a mental stop after this price action, definitely could have put your hard stop here and then just trail the stop down. And when it came to this reversal pattern, if you said, well, I'm not going to put my hard stop now, I'm just going to keep my mental stop on, what will happen is you're going to start to ignore the reversal patterns. You're going to see this as, oh, it's just a chop, it's going to do that, it's going to do that, or it's going to do this, right? You will completely be biased. So you want to put your hard stop as soon as possible, but at an area where something was created. An area was created. For example, over here, let's go back to it actually. When we traded short here, this area was created, yes, because of this level here, rejection of those levels, but it's not yet confirmed for me to really put my hard stop there, right? So if it does come back to that area and if it holds, that's when the confirmation happens. And then the next area was right about here, right? So goes up and then gets rejected from that view. I call this a rejection because it didn't break, it got rejected and came back inside. Then I can say, well, okay, it's done that. I can rely on this level to put my stop behind it. I can lean on that basically. Come on, AMC. So that was the idea behind this whole thing. Hope that makes sense. I am not liking AMC at all. It's a rejection from the 4480s, and my hard stop is here, guys, 4390s, around 90s. Let's say about 309, about 18 cents stop, but I think it's going to take me out. I don't think 44 is going to hold here. The way it's rejected, I don't think it's going to hold. So that was the idea behind mental stop, how to use mental stop and how to mix them both together. For me, it does work. It saves me from a lot of whipsaws. So I might, if this takes me out here, guys, I will be done for the day. And I don't see anything else as well, apart from the AMCs. This AMC looks like 45. Now if 45 holds, my stop is quite valid. In fact, at the low of that candle, my stop is valid, so as soon as it breaks that, I will come out. And now on this one, on AMC, I expect if it does bounce back 44, 26, 25s, and then starts coming back down, that 44 might not hold. That's the idea. And in fact, if it does that, there might be a short opportunity there, because same way we saw here, we might see this. Trying to recognize patterns before it happens, right? That's exactly what it's looking like to me. So there's that short might be valid. I haven't been watching space. It's a very slow mover at the moment. I think what this, as I mentioned, we were looking for this move yesterday with Tom. Unfortunately, we were just a bit too early. I sometimes am, especially when it comes to a swing. I'm quite early on moves, but that means I will be whipped out on some moves. So what happened was that you see that move on the daily. Look at that daily. Look at that. Barely did anything. I expected this day to be like that, right? Now this could be a nice start of another bull move on space, right? So I am swinging this. I'm happy with that. Oh, by the way, I'm out of AMC. Around 10-15 cents. Not too bad. Right here. So that that reversal pattern worked out. This reversal pattern. Boom, 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 and then boom. Well, I will think that VWAP is gonna hold for a while, but that's the reversal pattern. Over here as well, guys. This pattern occurred, same pattern right over here. I realized it here just a bit too late maybe, but I managed to cut losses nicely here, and it went from usually they say that it's actually the size of the shoulder. The size of the shoulder is gonna be the same move, the first move, which is around this move here, and then we actually got a secondary move off of it, which is this move, same size, actually similar size to this one. So that's why I kept on it, because it looked extremely strong and the daily looked nice as well. So couldn't get out anywhere here, anywhere there. Wanted to take some out, I didn't. That's the trade. Look at this move. Look at that. That short would have worked out really nice. In fact, over here as well, I think over here somewhere I mentioned short, but it might have whipped you out, this one. Actually, it wouldn't have. Oh, this is a good example. Right over here. I mentioned the short here, but I didn't take it because I was involved emotionally with it. But the short here, your stop would be over, let's say this level here, 48.70s. Now, that's mental stop. So, mental stop, but just for a while. Remember, mental stop not permanently. Mental stop just so that you can be saved from those whipsaws or stop hunts, right? You want to see a break of a level, in this case EMA breaks, and then is actually closed above it, and then got rejected from it, right? and then next few bars confirming the rejection straight away. So that is your hard stop there. Hard stop comes in. What you don't want to do is, you've seen a rejection and you say, if it does start to bounce back, you say, oh, it's still a rejection, it still hasn't broken successfully, and not have your hard stop. You want to have your hard stop as soon as possible once something is confirmed. In this case, this bar definitely confirmed it. Then you put your hard stop there and then trail stop it right there. Right about now, my trailing stop would have been over 820, and that would be hard stop. Yeah, you can keep it mental stop, but you have to rely on that discipline to actually get out if it does close above, let's say 827s, because that is the level, right? This is your level, right? It does break down, comes back to that resistance, and then washes off. So you can rely on that level to put your stop behind, right? Obviously you would have taken quite a bit here. Obviously a wash to the 8 definitely would have taken some out, so you might have had like, I don't know, like 25% left on it, if there was anything left. So that's what I mean by a mental stop, using the mental stop in the right manner. You see here, Randy, I believe it was a NASDAQ listing yesterday. It got listed on the NASDAQ. Obviously, that's the massive news for the stock, right? You would usually get that first day. You would get that move first day. And these things barely happens. This could be a really good strategy as well. If you find stocks that's going to be listed in NASDAQ, or even after its move, and wait for, let me show you this. It did happen later down the line yesterday. We did not trade it, unfortunately, but if it starts to create something like this, you could start to take the breakouts. Breakouts tend to work on these moves because they are quite strong. Now today, the reason why it's not continuing as much is whatever big money was going to invest in this during that day has already happened. Like most of it, let's say 70% of those investment came in this during this day. That's why you will not see the second day being like as successful as the first. But don't get me wrong, if it starts to run, it might bring in more buyers in it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Jay. That's exactly why I got out of my long as well. Head and shoulder already. I was actually mentioning it here when it was bouncing. That's why I got out for a reversal. So that was a really good stop out. The only thing with this one, unfortunately, I could not take anything off. Just about to pull off here somewhere, 70 cents, 60 cents. I just couldn't. There was a trade I was mentioning short here, actually 44 yeah, 44 20s under rejection, maybe 44 11s. Then there was a short there for sure, with the risk about 44 20s 25s until at least 43 60s, maybe 50s. about FCUV, FCUV, we were talking about this. So yeah, today, you know, don't expect too much of a move on it, right? Even if it does wash, let's say it shows a sign of weakness and it does start to wash. To be honest, I don't expect too much of a wash. It's gonna bounce around because it's find this price, isn't it? It's found this price, and I think the game might be over on it for a while, unless you're looking for a bigger picture move, which means any dips to 15s, 17s, probably will get bought by big money, right? Yep. Also remember guys, we are in that time frame where we should be extremely careful. If you can avoid taking any trades at this time, avoid it. Definitely avoid it, because we're going into that chop zone. I don't see anything else apart from AMC's under 44s. Under 44s, and probably if you have missed this trade here, that could be re-entry, but still a chop zone. But if you keep your tight risk, maybe 10 cents, 15 cents, maybe it's worth it, but I'm leaving it alone, guys. space. Go space. $28.50 space. If anybody is day trading this long, then 28.50s might create an issue. In fact, right about now, might have a decent pullback from there. So I would definitely have taken some out there, but I am not day trading it. Okay. Alright, so I am gonna go through the trade recap quickly. I know it looks bad, but it's actually not that bad. We managed to control risk nicely. The only thing was be big. I managed to get chopped around on it both sides, short and long. So I am definitely down around 2R on this, the main loser here. So total for this, we shorted it 893s, and then um, gave up more than I would have normally, 10 cent extra. So that's just about more than 1 hour. But on the long side as well, I didn't take that long, that many positions, 920s, and then the stop was 8 under 9 basically. So both stop outs bring me down to just around 2 hours. So for BBIG, I've got minus 2 hours. That's the result for BBIG. And then we had AMC. First trade under the VWAP and EMA rejection, 22 43.30s, stop over for 43.50s. So and we've got our first partial around 60 cents for a possible, I would say 20-25 cents risk, and that was 2 to 1 for the first partial. And then second partial, the remaining bit with the ad got stopped out with a let's say average of 43.14s to 43.26. So around 8 cents loser on the remaining 8 cents loser after the first partial basically. So I would say on this slight green, not too much slight green, and then this one is about 8 cents, was it 42? I'll have to check mine, but I think about a very small loser, because initially my stop was here, and as it started to move I saw really small loser. I will consider this, let's say let's break even. I am slightly green on it for sure, but I think maybe it might be break even with the commissions and all. Over here I didn't take anything out, which was a mistake for sure. I wanted to take it out slightly higher. I tried it here, didn't work out, and once it closed like this, I just left it for a possible bounce back again to the highs. It did try to bounce, but it wasn't enough for me to take anything. Tried again. Should have been a bit careful on this one, but it's just hindsight thing. So I didn't take anything out. Ended up with small, very small loser. So for AMC, I would definitely say break even. Slight green, but break even is okay. I'm happy with that. So for AMC, break even. And then we were also shorting FCUV, a very tiny risk. I kept my risk very tight on this. That's not even 1R, guys. It's I would say minus 0.5R. Nevertheless, loser. There we go. So minus 0.5R. What else? We did trade GSM as well. We're talking short around 1040s, 44, 45s. Stop of 1055s. 10 cents, guys. That was just very small loser. The only thing on this one is this was a bit confusing, because it wanted to break above the VWAP, and it just stayed there a little bit and ended up drifting down. This price action, it's very difficult for me to trade, so I could have definitely put it there on the break, that would have still worked out, that my mental stop. But for this, I exited. This was an early exit as well, because the continuation of the thesis, my follow-up to this move, never came. In fact, it rejected. So that was acting complete opposite of what I was expecting it. So I got out early with a small loser. I would say this is let me check. Less than 0.5 hour. 0.5 hour. Let's say 0.5 hour. Just like to keep my losers a bit higher so I can work on it. There we go. That's not 0.5 hour, probably 0.3 hours. So that's the result for pretty much everything. What have we got? Very close to 3 hours, maybe slightly over 3 hours today, with the commissions for sure. CHPT. This one I will consider it break even, guys. I exited, timed exit. It wasn't doing much, so I exited with almost break even. So let's call it break even. So for the day, total for the day, guys, I am around -3 hour down. -3 hour down. Boom. That's the result for the day, and I am happy with that. The reason being is these kind of days could get you to -10 hour easily. -10 hour, because the frustration of for example, big moves. Now you know, short got stopped out here somewhere, and then longs didn't work out and got stopped out. Now imagine, well, let's say I am emotional on this trade and I'm stuck with my long, thinking, well, I don't want to be chopped around like that, right? It's definitely going up, and daily is quite strong. It's a momentum stock. It wants to break and do a short squeeze. If you have that mentality, that stop will not exist, right? That stop will not exist because you are so biased, you will not think clearly. So what will happen now is, instead of you losing 2 hours on two trades, you're just gonna hold on to this, thinking, well, this is you see this wick, you're gonna start to convince yourself, well, this wick is a reversal again to go up, so you're gonna hold on to your long. Clearly it's giving you a sign, well, I am under VWAP, I am creating this little nice congestion to go for another move down, be ready, right? So you will not see that at all. You will actually see these as a reversal point, right? And it washes and it says, oh, I can't get out now because it's too much down, right? And then it pops up. Well, at this point you're thinking, well, it's a reversal. It's clearly a reversal from a level you will create. And you will start to hold on, and break off this VWAP. You might even add, right? You might even average in. So once you do that, you're pretty much effed. You're pretty much effed, because you're so much in deep red, you will not see anything. Clearly this rejection, this reversal, you will not see at all. You will think, well, this is just a wick, it's gonna come back, it's gonna come back after this. Well, it's gotta come back, right? There is no control. no control whatsoever. The reason why I say this in a way, because I've done that. I have done it so many times. Trust me, and it's not a good position to be in. I'm not saying you're not going to be in those positions, but try to avoid and try to respect your original plans. And if you don't, even if it does work out for you, it's not a good thing. It will haunt you one way or another. Maybe this will work out. The next one that doesn't work out is going to get you properly. And you're going to freeze. This long is going to end up blowing your account. And you're going to freeze. And then once you blow up the account, that's when it's going to start to reverse. Don't ask me how I know this, okay? Too much emotions involved behind. Anyway, so that is my 2 cents on respecting your rules and original plan, guys. Do not deviate from it. Oh, cool. AMC looks good, Jay. Keep it up, because anything, keep a mental stop of AMC. AMC definitely looks good, because I did mention there's a short here under 44. Now, what you don't want to do is, you don't want to be holding on to it if it starts breaking over 44 and starts trading over it, right? Let's say breaks above 44s, 44.05s, right about here. I would say your stop, make sure you get out at 44.10s, 11s, right? If it does reverse, but it's looking really good. That might turn. If it does wash under VWAP with the volume that's coming in now, it's looking good, right? Just keep your stop over 44s so that you can be in it in case the chop come in. But I think it's already made its decision. I'm looking at it like this, and like that. It's already broken that with good volume. That's a clear sign that, yeah, it's out of that congestion zone and it's going for its move. So yeah, that's looking good. CHPT, you're still in it? Yeah, well, logically your stop would be here, isn't it, on the break of the VWAP? Yeah, but since I don't use logic, I got out here. I'm just kidding, Jay. Definitely a valid stop if you are actually waiting for the VWAP to break. Definitely valid. It could, this could easily be one of those that actually decides to move later down the line, especially after congestion break, which is this. So yeah, but make sure you exit if it starts to break that VWAP. That's not a break. That's not a break. Remember, that's not a break. Make sure it breaks and stays broken. If it breaks something like that, you want to put your stop on top of the successful broken candle. That's how I would manage it if I was still in it. That's how I would manage it. So looks good, to be honest, especially AMC. It's looking good. 43.20s, 43.30s, 43.30s, partial area, 43s, partial area, and then you can let the rest run. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I just can't handle time. I like my timed exit because the thing is, all my trades are a follow-up to a change in the perspective of that stock, even if it's temporary. If that doesn't follow up, then my thesis is completely invalid. So that means I should be out of the trade, logically speaking. But sometimes I hold on to it just because I rely on certain levels. In this case, logically speaking, if I follow my thesis to the tick, I should be out here. here actually. Maybe I was out there. I'm not too sure. Was I out from here? No, I think I was out here. So I shouldn't have let it go continue all the way like that. If this, and especially this, didn't continue, I should have been out on the break of that, which will be here. Yeah, yeah. And that's pretty much close to actually my thesis. No, I shouldn't be too hard on myself. Yeah, I respected that. That's fine. So I am gonna end the stream now. If you don't have any questions, guys, I have completely covered, I think, today's recap. I might make a video of it, but if I can't, then you have seen the recap. If you can go back to the stream, you can check the results of each trades, replay the stream if you want. But I might make a recap as well, guys. And that's pretty much it. And my space, voila, love you space, go to the moon. Anyways, any questions? Otherwise, I will wish you the best of luck for the rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow 9:15 EST per usual. Alright guys, take it easy, stay safe, ciao.